Happy Sunday, everybody. Look who's home. I'm home. We're going to cut his hair. Also, I have not forgotten about the nail tutorial. I started to do it, like get ready for it yesterday, but then the painter finished. And if you know me, I need a clean house. So I started cleaning floors and cleaning all the drywall dust and vacuuming, and I got kind of lost in that. So look forward to a nail tutorial this week. I promise it is coming. In the meantime, Sebastian is home. Gio has something he wants to show you later, but I am gonna cut Sebastian's hair because after not seeing him for 2 days and then seeing him again, I realize how long his hair is. He needs a haircut, so I'm gonna cut it. Hello everybody, happy Sunday. Sebastian is home. He did come home today. I did give him a haircut, but I didn't film very much today because Gio's mom and aunt and Gio's dad were here, and we just kind of hung out today, so I didn't film a whole lot. However, tonight, Gio did a little dad vlog. He calls them V-logs instead of vlogs, but Gio wants to check in with you guys for once, so enjoy this dad vlog.
What's up, YouTube fam? The daddy vlog, you know, because daddy doesn't exist. So it's going to be myself. Sorry for the noise. Steph is taking a little bath while I record. It's gonna be me. Come on, Casey. Thank you. Me and old girl. So we're gonna go over a couple different things. This is gonna be my first vlog. So if I'm weird, I'm weird. I want to go over the little bag that we bought for Sebastian. I'm using this little phone holder as a selfie stick, and it's not really working. So I'm going to put this down. You guys will notice my typical sweater that I always wear. It's not dirty, it just came out of the washer. This is like my work sweater. Nala, she says, vente. All right, this is cutting me off just a little bit. Hold on 1 second. Okay, cool. So we're a little bit more in the frame. I wanted to go over yesterday. Steph was saying how Sebastian's bag, it's old. It was time for a new one. And I'm super excited because here's the new one. It is perfect. This is literally the only bag on Amazon that is for kids, that is for a feeding bag. Everything else that we saw was like super plain, super adult oriented. So this is perfect. It is the identical bag, just bigger, and in my opinion, just a little bit better quality. So as you can tell, it is made for the actual feeding bag. Hey. Sorry. It's meant for an actual feeding bag. So it has a little carabiner that holds his feeding bag in there. I don't know if you can tell. So that is the first compartment. And there's openings for the actual milk cable, wire, whatever you want to call it. That goes to the machine. And then there's an opening on the side for the end. Oh my goodness. She's destroying my hoodie. All right, cool. So, really cool bag. I think it was like $27 or something like that, so very affordable. If anyone needs a bag, we are not sponsored, but it'd be badass if we were. Mente. So I know people say, oh my goodness, Nala's always locked up. Not really. She just likes me more than stuff. But don't tell her I said that. So, moving on. Oh, Zeusy boy's ready for dinner. He is like a clock. He knows when it's time to eat, so I'll feed him in a little bit. He's a good boy. He just stinks. I wanted to show you guys what's been going on in the house. I know some of you guys have been interested. So we got the house painted. You guys probably aren't familiar, but we got it painted gray. And the first guy that came in to do the work, he did a good job, but I was extremely unhappy with some of the drywall work that he did. Excuse the mess. We're still trying to get everything settled in. For some of you that know, we did paint the fireplace black. It ended up turning out really, really good. It's like a matte black. We still need to finish the top, but it looks good for the most part. I was extremely unhappy with these loops. And as you can tell, they're still kind of like unrounded. But the guy that's doing the drywall work now, he's doing a really good job, and he's gonna come back and make it better, I guess you can say. I know it's not going to be perfect. It's not a brand new house, but I'm picky. So he's going to be finishing that. And other than that, I mean, as you can tell, I mean, the house is pretty much getting there. He did do a little bit more work. Sorry about the really bad lighting if this looks terrible. So he fixed that wall kind of. As you can tell, there's still kind of some shadows, but we have to kind of live with certain things until we become millionaires or Steph marries a sugar daddy with a lot more money than I have. So moving on into the next big project. Ta-da! Sebastian isn't in this. He's sleeping. He had a full day with grandma and the aunt that came over. He ate tons of food and had tons of snuggles, so he's sleeping. So wanted to go over my next project. I wanted to go over what is in plans for the garage. So Steph can maybe put some pictures of what I'm thinking of doing. The ceilings are going to be black. The walls are going to be gray. And I'm going to be adding some hexagon lights onto the ceiling. So there's going to be 2 rows that follow the length of the garage. And they basically sit right under the vehicle, car, whatever you want to call it, sorry. And then there's going to be one long one that goes across. And then on this side, I'm going to have all of my tools. And I'm going to do the outline. And then I'm going to do like a DNA type design up top. And then some husky drawers over there. And then a toolbox. Eventually, I do want to put a lift in here. So that is the game plan. But again, I need to find time and money. All right, guys. So we are back inside. I don't really have much more to talk about. Sorry, I'm boring. I did want to go over some extremely good burgers that Steph has been making. They're chicken patties. I actually want her to do a video for you guys with the seasonings that we use because they are absolutely amazing. And then this is the babies. Look at that. My grandma, or my mom I should say, loves cooking Sebastian his own food. So he has food for a couple of days. And that is pretty much all. I know that it's a little bit uneventful. Maybe my vlogs, I think that's what they're called. Maybe they're not as interesting as Steph's. But I know some of you guys think that I don't exist. I do. I just am always busy doing a million different things. But the madness is starting to calm down a little bit. We're starting to get the house all done. The projects, even though they still continue, they're getting a little bit smaller. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit. And I wish Nala could say bye.
I was just going through some of the content that Gio filmed, and he feels like he's so, I don't know, uncomfortable or awkward on camera, but you're not. You sound a little robotic. You got to get a little bit more comfortable talking, but he did a good job for his first vlog. He calls them vlogs, by the way. They're vlogs. They're vlogs, but he did a good job. Sebastian's asleep right now, so there's not a whole lot that Gio can talk about when it comes to Sebastian right now, but I promise that we're still going to do, I guess, technically a part 3 answering questions where Gio can maybe answer a couple of questions, or maybe we'll pick 2 questions right now that he can end the video with so you can get an insight into, you know, some questions about Sebastian maybe. But he said he forgot to show you something in the garage, so I'm going to let him take the camera back out and show you what he wanted to show you.
What are those? So I totally forgot to talk about this. Kind of looked past it. So the vet cart. This is a project that has been mine, my dad's, and of course Sebastian. He's helped out a little bit here and there. Took some panels off, you know. So it looks kind of crazy. It basically is going to be a life-size go-kart. I know a lot of the people on this channel probably aren't going to understand, but let me move some of this. Sorry, we have an electrician coming in tomorrow, so we try to organize everything. But as you can tell, everything is missing off of the back of the car. That is the plan. So this will be taken off. There's going to be bars that go all on the outside of the car, basically replicating this for an adult. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. I just wanted something that was very inexpensive that me and my dad could kind of bond over. I miss doing projects with him. It's something very simple, very, very cheap. We've been having an extreme amount of fun doing it. Last 2 weekends ago, actually, we were with a saw chopping the back of the car off. Just destruction. Very, very fun. But aside from that, that's a little update on the vet cart. As you can tell, nice little race seat in there. It's a work in progress when I have time, but it's craziness. This is the project that me and my dad worked on today. So really quick update. The garage is going to get 2 of these. That is going to open up the garage door. It's going to get rid of this old school center mounted garage door opener. So essentially the garage will be trackless. This track here, and this track will be gone. Really cool, very sleek, but that'll help on with the hexagon lights that we will be putting on the roof. So super excited. Hopefully I'm not talking like a robot, because Steph says I talk like a robot. With terrible lighting, we're gonna end this
No, we're gonna
vlog.
We're gonna pick 2 questions or 3 questions you're gonna answer about Sebastian.
Okay.
So hold on.
We just gotta go quick because old Hagerdazer's down here. All right, we've been sitting here for like 13 hours.
Oh my God.
No, we went through a couple different questions and we kind of narrowed it down a little bit. So one of the questions was, how has Sebastian changed post-surgery? He's changed a lot. Like I notice, and I've kind of told Steph, is he seems more cognitive. He seems obviously happier, more energy. He's hitting, in my opinion, milestones a lot faster. He seems more open to trying new things. In the mornings, I don't know if it's just me, maybe. He seems more aware. So I don't know if that's just growth or if that's just him making new connections or if it's just a coincidence now that he's older. But I do feel like he's finding out more of just awareness, just figuring out what he likes, what he doesn't like, food, us eating, times of waking up, routine regimens. Like he's very routine oriented, and so is Steph. So I feel like he's becoming more cognitive. I don't know, again, if that's just time or if that's just him making new connections, but it is actually really cool to see him changing.
Somebody else wants to know, what's your favorite thing about Sebastian?
That's a tough one. There's a lot of things that I really like about him. Like,
What are your
my
favorite
number
things?
one favorite thing is probably him waking up in the morning and he knows like the routine of just cuddle time. Like that's what he wants to do. And obviously he wants to cuddle with me.
Tell me the other night how you were laying there and you scratched your back.
Oh yeah. So the other night in the morning, no, it was in the morning, in the morning.
Day.
So he had woken up extremely early. It was probably like 5 o'clock in the morning. And some days I'm just not ready to wake up. Like as much as I love him, it's a lot. So I didn't get...
You also work 12 hours a day though, so you get to sleep in a little longer.
Yeah, like I just wasn't ready. And I knew he was awake and he was just having a blast. He lays in the middle of us, so there's enough room for me and then him in the middle and then Steph on her side. So I would usually lay on my back like a dead person when I sleep. And then I eventually turn over on my side. And in that morning, I turned over to my right. So basically my back was facing towards him. And right before I fell asleep, he was able to like roll over and start scratching my back. It was the funniest thing. And it just made me crack up, and I just had to wake up. Like, I know that maybe he didn't mean to, but it was just such a coincidence, and it was just so funny. So I had to cuddle him after that. He definitely deserved cuddles after that one. So, but yeah, getting back to it, I think that's probably my favorite thing about him is like, he's kind of like me. Every time I wake up in the morning, like it's a new day, and that's kind of how I feel like he is. Like, he could have had the worst day before. He could have been feeling terrible, and then he wakes up and he's just like a completely different person. And as soon as like that regimen starts, like I feel like if he starts off the morning good and like he's cuddled or somebody shows affection, or he just has a good day from there.
Yeah.
So
He's a good kid.
yes.
Sheesh, you guys, Gio is starting to embarrass me recording with that terrible lighting. I can't do that. I gotta turn my backlight on and I need a little bit better lighting. Not everybody. I don't know if I should edit that out or keep that in. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know what to do.
Steven scared Zeus.
I was just about to compliment him and say not everybody is as handsome as him and can record in the dark, but now I feel like I've lost a few brain cells after that. Thank you for that. It smells great in here. Anyway, yeah, I have to record with a little bit of backlight. That's just me. If you know me, you know me, and that's me. But anyway, we don't have much Sebastian content today. He's asleep. I'm sleepy. I don't know if it's the time change. I mean, we got great sleep last night. I am pretty sleepy, so I'm going to go through the footage that we have and try to put something together, and at least you guys were able to spend a couple minutes with Gio tonight. And then per usual, Sebastian and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.